Morning. Got a rig delivery up from Houston for Brumfield and Stover Drilling Company. You the B or the S in BS Drilling?
Be the S.
Be the S. Well, if you'll just sign right here and give me a certified check for $114,000, we'll get this rig offloaded and rigged up for you.
Not a problem. The B is all the money.
Hi, I'm Uncle Russell, trucking pusher, and I've been asked by BS Drilling to narrate this short film on moving the rig in and setting up the prime movers and the main components. This isn't your mama's mamby-pamby rig. It's not a diesel electric rig with a sissy top drive. This is a real rig. This is a power rig. It's, as you can see, it's going to be a compound driven, pumps and draw works, and a conventional Kelly. I know what you're thinking. How can you compete in this environment with one of these old Neanderthal rigs that went out with the dinosaurs? Well, I'll tell you. The geniuses at BS Drilling, which one's a genius? Jim, you or Ralph?
That'd be Ralph.
That'd be Ralph, okay. The geniuses at BS Drilling have secured a multi-year, 10-year matter of fact, day work drilling contract with this rig. It's going to be a 10% increase on the day rate per year for the term of the contract. Cushy contract. And again, I know what you're thinking. How can old Grizz and Bob McSpadden sign off on the contract like that? Well, I'll tell you how. They got snookered. They weren't there. They've already packaged out, and these new fellas that have come in, have done ponied up with this lean modeling, and they'll take anything that's got the lean stamp on it. If they were fish, they would have got about that big because they bite on anything. And we've got several of the components. We're going to show you how to set up the prime movers and the major components of this rig, and show you what the advantages are, and have a little training video of this rig set up for the hands that are here today. Okay, let's get started, Jim. Okay, we're going to start with the cornerstone of any decent power rig, the rotary table. As you can see, this rotary is designed for a hex Kelly. Why, you might ask, hex Kelly over a square Kelly, like most of the land rigs use, or a lot of them use. Well, reason being, Jim, you still got the Slagle brothers drilling for you, don't you?
Yes, sir.
You got old Matt on days, Slim on evening tower, and Crazy Will on morning tower. Them's a Kelly bending the son of a bitches that ever crap between a pair of boots. And this hexagon Kelly is a little harder to bend than the square Kelly. So we're trying to outsmart these boys, as difficult as that might be. But yeah, this is a national 375, a national 49.5-inch rotary, and it's got some decent features. These rotaries nowadays on these diesel electric rigs with a top drive don't even have a chain drive. They've got a little hydraulic pump on them. They won't even back a bit off. Pull the smoke off a hot biscuit. It's shameful. But this one will burn and turn here. It'll give you what you want. It's driven off the draw works. Like I said, it's a compound rig. And can we say rotary clutch and counter shaft, boys and girls? You know what that is, Jim?
Yes, sir.
I bet you do, son. That's what this thing hooks up to. So we'll show you right here. We've got a hideaway chain guard. We just pull this puppy out here and open it up to expose the chain. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Looks like looks like Farrell sent Will a bit recommendation there. Jim, you might put that away from him. We had to crack the seal on that, but it's still, most of it's still there. But this thing, you open this chain guard up and you hook it up to your sprocket on the rotary clutch and counter shaft, and it's ready to go. What do you think, Jim? That's going to pass?
I think so.
All right, man. All right, Jim's getting ready to set the derrick. This is a standard derrick. This is a forebear to the Lee Seymour, Mr. Lee Seymour patented steel derrick developed in the early 30s. But go ahead and set it on the rig floor there, Jim. Yeah, back in the day, these derricks were made of wood and the men were made of steel. There, show them your guns there, Jim. There you go. All right, let's secure this thing and then we'll get on to the next step there. All right, we're fixing to pick up the Kelly. Like I said, you can clean the top over there. Show them it's a hex Kelly there on the. Yep. Go ahead. All right, let's set it in there, Jim. All right, you just wiggle that thing around, a little down force.
Make sure I'm in the right hole.
I tell you what, Jim, you may need to add some shims to those bushings. There you go, there you go. It's a little tight on the Kelly there. All right, and you got that puppy in there. If you break a rotary chain, you just get them roughnecks out there, and they can just turn this puppy by hand. They can make 40, 50 RPMs pretty easy. All right, well, that's good, Jim. Is that going to suit you there? You going to accept that?
Yes.
All right, that's good. Let's get ready to set the crown. All right, we're going to set the crown section today. Jim's going to pick it up. It's upside down right now. It's bad luck, but it'll be all right. All right, get a chance to use them guns there, Jim. You know which way it's oriented. You're going to set it on there. And don't drop it. You gotta line it up there. That ain't quite. Go ahead, and I'll help you pick it up. All right, now we turn this. Turn this a little bit. You get this lined up. You see there.
Oh, she's in.
No, not yet. You got it on the line over there, Jim? Yeah, you see this top's not in yet.
There we go.
That's it? All right. Good work. Got her. All right, good deal. All right, Jim, I guess we finished the driller shack there. We got the glass in it. Jim Stover. Shouldn't that read BS Drilling? Ralph must not have been around when you did the doggone etching, huh?
He wasn't on the order form.
Wasn't on the order form. Man, he's going to be heartbroken over that. All right, let's move around here, Jim. This is your Bakken collection, so you got the Bakken in this window here. Yep. You got a placement for a double barrel right there, I see. This is going to be one of your pistols here. And there's the old BS Lean 1. Yeah, those boys got the naming rights since we've been them over so bad. And we'll move on around here. We got a big, what is that, a prairie chicken, Jim? Or is that
pheasant?
That's a pheasant. Yeah, that's pretty. Maybe Epperson can look at this. He ain't seen one of them before. Come on around. Got an old pump unit there. This artificial lift in North Dakota. I never did get used to that, but that's a pretty little pump unit. And around here's the 3/4 window. And my brother Kenneth did the etchings on this. He did a good job. Back up here, it's got some lighting to where at night you can adjust the lighting to where it's just throwing a small beam on the guns, or you can have full bore. And there you go. And this this driller shack, you know, has got Bose sound system, so the Slagle brothers are going to be playing George Thorogood's Greedy Man while they're making that top hole. That looks good, Jim. We got the glass in there without busting it there. The casing crew will tear it up as soon as they get here, won't they?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, good. Now it's all we got left to do is put the stock in there. And all right, Jimmy, open the door up there to the driller's shack. We'll look. We know why the drillers are happy to work on this rig, but there was some question coming up. How are we going to track the Roughnecks since they're really not going to be setting any records with this day work son of a bitch? We're going to have some other means to attract Roughnecks and retain them. And here's what it is. This is a dual activity rig. Old generation, but new thinking on dual activity. Because this thing's not only a drilling rig, it's going to double as a theme park for the kiddies during the week. And on the weekends, we're going to make a sports bar out of this puppy. And all the proceeds from the kiddie park, theme park, and the sports bar go to be split among the Roughnecks there. So that'll be quite sizable. And one of the main attractions, one of the main rides is the rotary rider. Some of you folks that's not Roughnecks don't know what rotary riding is, but I'm going to tell you. This thing will handle 3 at a time. See, you get in here and you sit. The kids sit on the rotary, the doggone Kelly bushings, and they stick their little feet right in here. This will accommodate 3 little kids. And if you're making top hole and old Slim brings the rotary up to 150 RPMs, well, you know, safety first here. We give them a complimentary string of baling twine to kind of tie their little belly around this Kelly so we don't sling them off before they get their 20 minutes worth there. And once you get your 20 minutes worth, you bring it up about 180, and that baling wire is designed to break, and they sling them off. We're ready for 3 more. So that's you can't get that at North Dakota State Fair, can you, Jim?
Nope.
All right, let's bring the Bakken collection over here and set her in. All right, Jim set his Bakken collection in here. He's got, like I said, 4 long guns and two pistols. And if he gets tired of the pistols, you can accommodate 6 long guns. Take this out and put a long gun on each side of that. And this thing complements your day work drilling shack real good, because it discourages them rascally company men from making unnecessary trips to the drill floor. You know, want them in your business all the time. You know, a shot across the bow. Just keep them down there in their shack where they're useful. You know, we don't want them up there in our hair 24/7 parked on the drill floor. So that's what the Bakken collection's for. And that about winds up our tour and a little instructional video. Hopefully it was entertaining and educational. Some of you folks that's drug a chain in the mud and roughnecked will get a little more out of it than folks that hadn't. But appreciate your time. And I think Jim's wants the roughnecks in the audience to stay over. He's got a personal hygiene video that he's mandatory. He's got to show those boys here in about 15 minutes. Huh, Jim?
Yep.
All right. Thanks for your time, and let's get this thing turned into the right when it's convenient.